I'm Jung Hyun-suk of Busan National University, who is in charge of this presentation. From now on, let me make a presentation on the ways developed a portal platform for out-of-school curriculum implementation. The order of the presentation is as follows. The first, what is the credit system? And second, how to implement the current curriculum. Third, the credit system as a solution. Fourth, the problem of the credit system. Fifth, let's talk about one of the ways to solve the problem of the credit system. And finally, the conclusion and discussion. And then, what is the credit system? It is a curriculum completion and operation system in which students select various subjects according to their career path and complete graduation when accumulated credit reach the standard. It is a kind of system that presupposes changes in the current education system on factors such as students' choice of subject and graduation requirements and achievement standard by subject. And also, if the school curriculum is organized and operated by this system, students will be able to fully demonstrate their potential and capability and perform learning. And in other words, in the credit system, students can choose a subject if the minimum achievement standards set for each subject are met at a certain level, the student will complete the same concept as the amount of learning required for graduation. And now let's talk about the school year system that is still in effect. It is true that credit system is being implemented in some schools recently as part of the Ministry of Education plan. However, many schools still operate on an academic year system. The concept of the academic year system is as follows. The academic year system is a system established to maintain the class system by institutionalizing the same level of learning as the curriculum. Subjects are assigned by grade level, and the same level of learning is presented. If the average of the entire subject exceeds a certain score, and there is no subject that corresponds to the subject, the student may be promoted to an upper grade. However, if the average score of all subjects is not exceeded, or if there is a failure in even one subject, a student will be retained. At this moment, the disadvantages of the grade system. The disadvantage of the grade system is that it is difficult for learners to choose a subject that fits their interest and aptitude. If a student fails one or two courses, he or she will not be promoted to a senior grade. There is a concern that we will do uniform learning. So the credit system started to be presented as a new solution among many researchers. The Ministry of Education has been working on the full introduction of the high school credit system for many years, starting with the direction of a promotion of a high school credit system and the plan for running research schools in 2017. In the future, high school students will be able to choose 86 electives out of 180 units of coursework, excluding 1994 required courses according to their goals and interests. And the high school credit system is a curriculum that takes into account the level and interest of each student. Unlike the education, we have been centered on for entrance exam. This is because students design their own career paths and study and choose curriculum according to it. The credit system has the advantage that students have the right to choose a subject, so they can maintain their purpose and interest in learning. The comparison between the academic year system and the credit system is as follows. The credit system measures the amount of lessons based on the attendance time. However, the credit system measures class volume as a result of attendance time and academic achievement. The academic year system organizes the curriculum by the grade level, but the credit system does not set the grade level. In the case of academic year system, there is a limit to the choice of a subject, but the credit system guarantees subject choice. In the academic year system, if you fail even one subject, you will be delayed for 1 year. But there is no concern of retention because the credit system required that only failed courses be taken. But there are also challenges to the credit system. There are challenges to need to be solved in order for the credit system to be implemented well. This is due to the establishment of several subjects to meet the needs of learners. The solution is as follows. First of all, it is a matter of reorganizing the curriculum. And next, there is a problem of supply and demand of teachers due to the establishment of various subjects. Also, how to manage these classes is a question. And there are problems of supplementing and expanding infrastructures by school, which will fulfill many subjects. And also, when a number of new lectures are open, an external instructor is needed. And therefore, two solutions were presented. One is the operation of the common curriculum between schools, and the other is provision of out-of-school learning experiences. This study defined the provision of out-of-school learning experience as an out-of-school curriculum. The common curriculum is a system that allows students to study through other school or the relevant education office when the subject they are trying to complete are difficult to open within the unit school. This course is divided into a single school type which is a curriculum in the school, and a linkage type with other school, which are curriculum between schools. On the other hand, the out-of-school curriculum is a system that can complete credit through subject program in various social institutions, such as community learning centers, university or professional college, youth organizations, or art and physics education organization, and vocational education organization. This study aims to prepare a plan for the development of a portal platform for the operation of out-of-school curriculum to solve a problem related to the choice of a subject. It is advantageous that the high school credit system aims to expand the self-directed learning and subject choice according to students' career and aptitude. But it is a problem to solve the high school credit system that it may be difficult for students to open all the subjects they want to run in the unit school. To solve this problem, the Ministry of Education and several scholars suggested the common curriculum between schools and the out-of-school learning experience. They are still among the major issues in the high school credit system. Yeah, there are some problems with the common curriculum, but there are also problems with out-of-school learning. The issues are as follows. First, issues concern whether out-of-school learning is appropriate for granting credits. And second, issues concerning procedure and method for certification of course establishment. And third, issues concerning approving the completion of the course. And fourth, issues concerning the time required to complete the course. And another problem is kind of a standard for recognizing credits. And last one is issues concerning the evaluation of credits and the method of recording credit. And some of these problems are becoming obstacle to high school credit. As a Korean, there are many words that are difficult to pronounce. Yeah, I hope you understand. Okay, so as one of the ways to solve these issues, this study considered the portal site and platform for out-of-school curriculum. The Ministry of Education announced the introduction of high school credit as follows. Students are self-directed learners. Teachers are assistant of learning support, and at the same time, they are expert in teaching and learning, and subjects are changing from education, provide-centered to learner-centered organization. Elihi proposes some intangible space. This is a space where people interested in the object to learn as an alternative to bottom-up method in the top-down education system can gather. This is similar to the basic ideology of a high school credit system, and people who are interested in the object to learn is like a student who choose the subject they want they want to learn. The table below compares evaluate learning network and the high school credit system. Yeah, here. This study, we explain this part in more detail in the later paper. Okay. Of course, the City Office of Education is conducting a platform study to link out-of-school curriculum. However, the following problems are expected for this platform. First, it is difficult to reflect the autonomy and interest of learners to choose a subject within the curriculum selected by the Provincial Office of Education and the school. Second, student interest and aptitude are likely to create as many subjects as the number of students. And there is a burden of connecting students and classes to meet the demand for various subjects. Third, the issue is about the management of learners. Whether students can conduct the research, learning situation, and evaluation management of students. And a common curriculum and the out-of-school curriculum on the platform led by Education Office. In this study, we thought that it is necessary to develop an out-of-school curriculum platform that helps students choose their career path and relieves the burden on teachers to improve this problem and explore the portal platform. And also this platform is different from current education platform. The platform will operate as a portal site that connects out-of-school learning with learners. In other words, if various learning experiences are presented in various educational institutions outside the school, learner can choose and complete their hobbies and aptitudes. This is like the principle of the 1365 site, a volunteer portal in Korea. Yeah. This platform allows learners to register their academic and identity contents on the site and then select the desired classes. During the course, the outside institution take classes at the place and time provided by the institution, and after taking classes, student taking classes according to certain standard, the institution transmit the evaluation result to the homeroom teacher, and after the homeroom teacher's approval, the grades are recorded in the NICE system. This is a portal platform to manage the curriculum outside of the school proposed in this study. The revised curriculum in 2022 will be implemented with the main focus on decentralization and the introduction of the high school credit system. This study pointed out that the curriculum operating platform led by the Ministry of Education and the Office of Education is not easy to reflect student interest and the interest due to procedural problem. And the various subjects derived from the credit system also mentioned the issues that it is easy to become a system that adds to some kind of work the teacher have to do in the bottom. So, as one of the ways to solve this problem, this study proposes an out-of-school curriculum platform. The advantages of this platform are as follows. The first, the database of the learner can be easily used to explore the subject and broaden the range of choices. And second, when selecting and completing a subject using a portal platform, the operating procedure okay. Yeah, from second again. And second, when selecting and completing a subject using a portal platform, the operating procedure is relatively flexible, since it is done through the portal platform from class selection to credit processing, time and procedure can be reduced. But it is not difficult to search for the subject and instructors of the curriculum outside the school, because it is easy to access the desired information through the database of the information. And finally, it was found that the possibility of opening a subject through a demand survey or a portal club through a portal can be increased, and the search for a class that wants to take a course through a portal can increase the self-directedness and interest of the learner. And now, let me wrap it up. The conclusion. Okay, the issues that the out-of-school curriculum portal platform should solve are as follows. It is a subject of subject suitability verification of a portal site of opening subject. The criteria for the appropriateness of the specific contents of the classes, teaching method, class places, evaluation method, and textbook of the classes, opening by the village education community or local university and local institutions through the portal site should be prepared. And the regulation should be prepared to allow the classes to be open after the deliberation on the classes outside the school. It is necessary to establish a scale for securing the quality of the classes. In other words, it is necessary to make the education training for the operating subject and the class instructor of the out-of-school curriculum mandatory within the scope of not hindering the autonomy of education, and encourage the research meeting of the instructor who are conducting similar classes to secure the quality of the class. The reliability of the evaluation should be secure. In order to secure objectivity and reliability of evaluation, discussions and consultation on the evaluation scale between evaluation agencies should be held. And information on the evaluation should be shared periodically to secure them. Okay. Yeah, this study has mentioned the composition and operation of a portal platform to help students experience out-of-school learning as one of the ways to help the efficient operation of a high school credit system. I hope that the credit system will raise the student passion for learning and raise their dream. Was for this study. The first author is Zheng Yunsuk, and second author is Maximilian Hillenblink, and the corresponding author is Professor Bak Chang-eun. Thank you for listening.